In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 14, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Phoenix Suns vs. Boston Celtics. Thursday night's NBA matchup promises to be a thrilling spectacle as the Phoenix Suns, currently sitting 6th in the Western Conference with a record of 38-27, journey to face the dominant force of the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics, who lead the standings with an impressive 51-14 record. This game marks a highly anticipated rematch between these two powerhouse teams, following their recent clash just days ago, where the Celtics emerged victorious with a commanding 10-point win on the road. As the final encounter of the season between these rivals, both teams are poised to leave everything on the court. Fresh off a hard-fought victory against the Cavaliers in a 117-111 road triumph, the Phoenix Suns find themselves in a relatively good position, having secured 3 wins out of their last 4 games. The team, led by the remarkable performance of Kevin Durant, who amassed 37 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists, alongside stellar contributions from Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, displayed resilience in overcoming a challenging start against the Cavaliers. Despite initially trailing by 19 points, the Suns staged an impressive comeback, highlighted by a dominant 34-21 third-quarter surge, ultimately seizing control of the game. In contrast, the Boston Celtics entered the matchup riding a wave of momentum, having clinched victory in an impressive 123-107 road triumph against the Utah Jazz. With 14 wins in their last 16 games, the Celtics have been a force to be reckoned with. Spearheaded by Jason Tatum's stellar 38-point performance and supported by Derek White's sharpshooting from beyond the arc, the team set the tone early with a commanding 44-point first quarter. Their resolute defense in the final quarter further underscored their dominance, as they limited the Jazz to a mere 16 points to secure yet another convincing win. As the showdown looms, both teams face uncertainties regarding player availability. The Suns continue to miss key players, with Josh Okogie ruled out and Eric Gordon's status listed as questionable. Similarly, the Celtics grapple with the absence of Kristaps Porzingis and the uncertain availability of Jaylen Brown, adding an element of unpredictability to the matchup. Notably, the previous encounter between these teams saw different circumstances, with Phoenix missing Devin Booker while Boston boasted a lineup including Jaylen Brown, altering the dynamic of the game. Despite their differing standings, both teams enter the contest with distinct motivations. While the Celtics enjoy a comfortable lead atop the Eastern Conference, the Suns are keen to maintain their position in the competitive Western Conference, wary of slipping lower and potentially being drawn into the play-in tournament. With Durant, Booker, and Beal all expected to feature for Phoenix, the team boasts a formidable lineup capable of posing a significant threat to the Celtics, particularly in the absence of key players. Furthermore, the Suns' recent form, including notable victories such as their triumph over the Denver Nuggets, underscores their potential to upset the odds. With their key players back to full fitness, the Suns will undoubtedly draw confidence from their recent successes, poised to capitalize on their momentum against the Celtics. While Boston remains the favored team, boasting an impressive home record, the uncertainties surrounding player availability and the Suns' resurgence make them a compelling play. So the Phoenix Suns to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Looking ahead, the Suns face a challenging schedule, with this matchup marking the beginning of a demanding stretch of games. As they prepare for a back-to-back fixture against the Charlotte Hornets and a series of games within a tight time frame, the Suns must carefully manage their roster to avoid fatigue among their star players. This strategic approach may see the team adopt a more conservative playing style, prioritizing efficiency over pace to conserve energy for the grueling schedule ahead. With both teams exhibiting a tendency to favor defensive solidity over offensive fireworks, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Clippers vs. Chicago Bulls. In the upcoming inter-conference matchup scheduled for Thursday evening, the Los Angeles Clippers, with a season record of 41 wins and 23 losses, face off against the Chicago Bulls, who currently stand at 31 wins and 34 losses for the season. The Clippers, despite a strong track record of 32 wins against the spread and an over-under record of 28 wins and 37 losses, faced a setback in their recent home game against the Timberwolves. Meanwhile, the Bulls, with an against-the-spread record of 33 wins, 31 losses, and 1 tie, and an identical over-under record, suffered a defeat against the Mavericks in their previous home clash on Monday. Adding to their challenge, the Bulls are slated for a game in Indiana on Wednesday night. It's worth noting that the Clippers emerged victorious in their recent encounter with the Bulls, securing a 112-102 win. In recent games, the Los Angeles Clippers have found themselves in a slump, losing 5 out of their last 9 matchups. Looking to reverse their fortunes, they aim to break a 2-game losing streak following a significant defeat against the Timberwolves. Despite a strong start with a 34-point lead in the first quarter, the Clippers couldn't sustain their momentum, ultimately succumbing to a 118-100 loss. Paul George led the team with 22 points, supported by James Harden's 12 points and 7 assists, alongside Ivica Zubac's contribution of 10 points. While the Clippers showcased a solid 47% shooting accuracy from the field, their inability to maintain their early lead resulted in one of their most challenging defeats of the season. Conversely, the Chicago Bulls have been in relatively good form, securing victories in 5 of their last 8 games. Their resilience was on display in a recent overtime road triumph against the Pacers, with DeMar DeRozan leading the charge with an impressive 46 points and 9 rebounds. Supported by Alex Caruso's 23 points and Ayo Dosunmu's 20 points, the Bulls demonstrated resilience in overcoming a challenging fourth quarter to secure a hard-fought win in overtime. As the game approaches, injury concerns loom over both teams. The Clippers continue to miss Russell Westbrook, while Kawhi Leonard's availability remains uncertain. Similarly, the Bulls are without Lonzo Ball and Patrick Williams. Despite recent struggles, the Clippers have the opportunity to rebound, particularly with Harden expected to shoulder increased responsibilities in the absence of Leonard. Anticipating a slow start from the Bulls, playing on 0 days rest, the Los Angeles Clippers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Heading into the matchup against the Clippers, the Bulls find themselves ranking second to last in pace of play. Given the fatigue of back-to-back games, they may struggle to match their usual tempo. Additionally, with Leonard's absence likely, increased playing time is anticipated for Amir Coffey and P.J. Tucker. Although the Clippers boast a formidable defense, the absence of Leonard may impact their offensive prowess. With a cautious approach likely to be adopted with Leonard's injury, the Clippers may prioritize defensive stability. In light of these factors, under the projected total as our full game total pick. Washington Wizards vs. Houston Rockets. On Thursday night, 2 teams positioned outside the playoff contention zone are set to clash in what promises to be an intriguing showdown. The Washington Wizards, boasting a record of 11 wins and 54 losses, are gearing up to face off against the Houston Rockets, who stand at 30 victories and 35 losses inside the Toyota Center. This upcoming match marks the inaugural encounter of a series slated for 2 showdowns within the span of the next 7 days. The burning question remains, which team will emerge victorious in the opening round of this interconference battle? Amidst a challenging period, the Washington Wizards find themselves grappling with a dismal streak, having suffered defeat in 17 of their last 19 matchups. However, before succumbing to a resounding 109-97 loss against the Grizzlies in their recent road game, they showed signs of resurgence by clinching 2 consecutive victories. Despite the setback, notable performances surfaced within the Wizards camp, notably Kyle Kuzma's stellar contribution of 24 points, complemented by 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Furthermore, Corey Kispert's commendable 22-point haul, along with Denny Avdija's 16-point contribution, underscored the team's fighting spirit. Despite their commendable efforts, the Wizards encountered an arduous task from the outset, trailing significantly in the first half with a 67-42 deficit. Though mounting a valiant second-half resurgence, they ultimately fell short, albeit salvaging a respectable final score. Conversely, the Houston Rockets have been riding the wave of success, clinching victory in 5 of their last 6 fixtures. fixtures. Eager to extend their winning streak to 4 consecutive wins, they recently triumphed in a hard-fought 103-101 victory against the Spurs during an away game. Fred VanVleet spearheaded the Rockets' charge with an impressive display, amassing 21 points, alongside 7 rebounds and 7 assists. Jalen Green's noteworthy performance of 16 points, coupled with 7 rebounds and 5 assists, further bolstered the team's offensive prowess, with Jabari Smith Jr. adding 15 points to the tally. Despite facing adversity, the Rockets showcased resilience, particularly in the crucial stages of the game, orchestrating a pivotal 11-0 run in the fourth quarter to clinch a narrow yet significant victory. As the impending clash looms, both teams grapple with injury woes. The Wizards remain depleted with the absence of key players Landry Shamet and Richaun Holmes, while the Rockets contend with the unavailability of Cam Whitmore and Alperen Sengun. Despite encountering setbacks, the Wizards displayed glimpses of resurgence before their recent defeat to the Grizzlies, while the Rockets are basking in a period of renewed momentum, securing 5 victories in their last 6 outings. With a season marred by losses, the Wizards currently stand at 30-33-2 against the spread, reflecting their underdog status in nightly matchups. Conversely, the Rockets have silently amassed a commendable record, boasting 35 victories out of 65 fixtures, with 21 of these wins secured on home turf. Additionally, the Rockets have proven profitable in against the spread bets, boasting a respectable 35-29-1 record for the season. Moreover, with a mere 4-game gap separating them from a potential play-in spot, the Rockets remain within striking distance of postseason contention. Analyzing the defensive aspect, the Wizards emerge as the NBA's weakest defensive unit, presenting an opportune scenario for the Rockets' offense to exploit. Conversely, the Rockets exhibit resilience on home court, particularly in defensive endeavors, which could neutralize the Wizards' offensive strengths. With the Wizards enduring a recent offensive slump, averaging 107 points per game in their last 4 outings, the Rockets' robust defense is poised to dominate proceedings. Furthermore, the Rockets' prowess extends to their shooting defense, which ranks among the league's elite. This defensive resilience is likely to exacerbate the Wizards' offensive woes, compounded by their struggles in ball retention. Conversely, the Rockets boast commendable ball control and proficiency in securing second chance points, providing an added advantage against the Wizards' lackluster defensive setup. Consequently, the Rockets are primed to stifle the Wizards' offensive endeavors while capitalizing on scoring opportunities. Despite the odds stacked against them, there remains a glimmer of hope for both teams. While the Wizards face an uphill battle, the Rockets are poised to capitalize on their momentum, particularly on home turf. Although an upset victory for the Wizards isn't entirely implausible, the safer bet lies with the Rockets, who are poised to extend their home winning streak. Thus, the Houston Rockets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. Furthermore, a stark contrast in pace defines both teams' playing styles, with the Wizards leading the league in pace while the Rockets adopt a more moderate approach. However, the Wizards' fast-paced game doesn't necessarily translate into points, particularly against the Rockets' robust defense. Moreover, despite the Rockets' struggles in shooting efficiency, their defensive prowess is likely to stifle the Wizards' offensive endeavors. Conversely, the Rockets' offensive output remains consistent with a season average of 113 points, albeit experiencing recent fluctuations. Given the anticipated defensive showdown, a conservative approach towards the total points scored is prudent. Making under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.